After making so many changes in my home and to the way that I live, these are 21 of my tips to help you become more eco-friendly. Now, this is by no means an exhaustive list. I'm definitely no eco expert, so if you do have your own methods and tips, I would love for you to leave them in the comments down below. I think we can all learn so much from each other in making some changes that can really help to save the environment. These are really simple, cheap and easy tips that you guys can integrate. And if you want to learn more about what I'm talking about in today's video, you can click on the link for the blog post below where I've written down all of these recommendations and where you can find these products. Also, if you're new here, my name is Emma, and I would love for you guys to hit that subscribe button, tick on the little notification bell, and you can join me for more of these kind of videos. Alrighty, now let's get into tip number 1. Now, my first tip is to upcycle your furniture and home decor. And what I mean by this is instead of going out and buying new things when you want to upgrade like how your apartment or your home looks, then you can simply maybe repaint some things. This is something I've done recently with this small sample pot of paint I got at Bunnings. It's really tiny size, as you can see, and I just got that and a paintbrush, and I recycled my clock, I did a lamp, and I also did some chairs because I just wanted to update them to match the direction that my decor was going. So instead of going out and buying all of these items new and getting rid of the ones I had, I simply just gave them a second life. Tip number 2 is to look into your kitchen and check out what kind of dish brush you're using. Now, I use this bamboo one, and I got this just from a little homewares shop, and I absolutely love using these. It looks really aesthetic hanging up in my kitchen, and also it just means that you're not constantly cycling through a lot of the plastic brushes and bristles that just get ultimately thrown into landfill. So a little brush like this will not set you back more than $5, and it's actually lasted me so long because anytime it gets a little bit dirty, I just pop it in the dishwasher and then it's good to go again. Tip number 3 is to check out some of the chemicals that you might be putting down the drain, which can really affect our water and our ecosystems. So I recently swapped out my dishwashing liquid for this organic one, and this is plant-based. It's also got no palm oil, no animal testing, and it's just a really quick and easy alternative that when your dishwashing liquid runs out and next time you're in the store, to look for a low chemical organic alternative. Tip number 4 is to get yourself a reusable water bottle. I take this with me everywhere, and I specifically love this one because it's got the time of the day written down on the bottle, so it reminds me that I need to get through 2 of these by the end of the day to have my water intake where it should be. So I think having a water bottle like this is excellent because it stops you reaching for single-use plastics if you're in the gym and you just need a bottle of water, or if you're out at the shops. So definitely take this and use your refillable water bottle instead. Another eco-friendly kitchen item I love are these mason jars, and I got these for making smoothies at home because when I used to go out and buy smoothies, they were always in non-recyclable plastic cups, and it just honestly made me feel so bad that I would get home and just throw them out. So I do really love to have a smoothie almost every single day. So now I just make my own at home in a NutriBullet, and I have these cute little mason jars which I use with a recyclable straw, and that is my new method of having smoothies. Not only that, but it's also a really great money saver to not be out spending, $8 to $10 on a smoothie when you can easily make it at home and be more conscious about how much wastage there is in some of the vegetables and things that you're cutting up. My next eco-friendly tip, and along the same line as the smoothie, is to get yourself a reusable straw. I've got this collapsible metal straw, and I absolutely love this because, again, it means I can take it with me to work in my handbag. I could take it when I'm traveling, And yeah, most importantly, we are not using more plastic straws, which there's been a number of campaigns over the years about how this can affect our marine life. And yeah, I just think, again, this is a really simple and cheap way that you can do something good for the environment. Another easy change you can make is if you're ever ordering food in from Uber Eats, Deliveroo, any of those kind of services, is that you use your own cutlery. Don't just tick the easy option where you get the plastic cutlery and napkins sent to you, because honestly, you're just contributing to more waste. And if a lot of us just stopped doing that, they wouldn't keep purchasing and stocking these items. So if possible, definitely just use your own cutlery at home. Now, if you happen to be out, like at work or traveling or just on the go, then I would highly recommend getting yourself a reusable cutlery set. Now, I know a lot of people have the bamboo ones, but I really just don't like the texture. So I ended up getting myself this reusable set. I will post the link to it on the blog. And I love it because it comes with a little carabiner on the bottom. And the reason why I love these ones even more is because I know a lot of people will say, just take the cutlery you've already got at home, like your silverware. Well, have you ever been in the airport and had someone pull a knife out of your bag and then look at you like you're a crazy person? Yeah, that's why we want to use the plastic or the bamboo reusable cutlery, okay? I also especially love these sets because I hate using the cutlery from the cutlery drawer at work. I don't know, I just feel like it's never really clean. If you work in an office, you probably know what I mean. So yet again, all the more reason to get yourself an eco-friendly cutlery set, because there's never any forks in the drawer for some reason. If this happens in your workplace, please let me know. I feel like it's a phenomenon in every single office I've ever worked in. All of the forks constantly go missing. My next eco-friendly tip is to keep all of your jars. So this is just some coconut oil. It's something that I go through quite a lot. I add it to smoothies, I cook with it. And basically every time this runs out, all I need to do is take the labels off, pop it in the dishwasher, and I've got a food storage jar for other things like chia seeds or nuts, anything that I want to have in my pantry. So definitely try and keep any and all of the glass jars that you get, even if you want to donate them or pass them on to a friend, because why would you not keep these instead of going out and buying a bunch of expensive masonry jars from a homewares store? The next eco-friendly tip I have is actually something I only learned recently, and I actually like having my tea like this anyway, so it's not really a big change to make, but that is to have loose leaf tea. So this is just a T2 tea that I bought in a packet, and I've got my metal strainer to put it in the glass. And that is because not all tea bags are biodegradable. And I actually didn't know this before. So a lot of the tea bag brands that we're buying, and I mean, I have a cup of tea every single day, and you're just tossing them and they actually don't break down for hundreds of years. So definitely try and get your hand on some loose leaf tea, or maybe you might even like to try making some of your own. I know there's a bunch of YouTubers who do incredible DIY tutorials on, but going out and buying all the little bits and pieces and doing that as a fun little weekend activity. So maybe that is something that you could easily try and swap out at home. Another item that I really love to have in an eco-conscious home are beeswax wraps. Now, I absolutely love these because they're better than buying cling wrap. And to be honest, cling wrap is really freaking annoying anyway. I don't know anybody who actually knows how to make it work, except for like maybe my mum, when we used to take a platter of food to someone's house and she'd miraculously get it to work. So if you, like me, struggle with that, I would definitely recommend getting your hands on some of these. They're really flexible and they're kind of self-sticking. And they're also really great for stuff like, when you're eating a burrito or something and it just goes everywhere, you can actually use your wraps and just wrap it around the burrito or sandwich like that to kind of lock it in and fold over the end. So there's definitely many uses for these in the home. And you can also just use it to keep your food or leftovers fresh in the fridge as well. I've got these in a variety of sizes too, so definitely have a look around if you're thinking the small one was not for you. There's medium and large, and they're just a really great way to eliminate some more single-use plastic from your home. Another item I absolutely love when I go to the supermarket or down to my local markets are these reusable bags. I actually feel so Sunday market girl when I take these with me, and Yeah, it actually is a really great way to separate your fruit and veg out and keep it fresh in the fridge as well. So I definitely recommend getting some of these. And yeah, I just think they look so cute, and it makes me really enjoy going to the market or doing the grocery shopping experience, knowing as well that I am, again, not bringing home a bunch of plastic when I don't need to. So another item I want to show you is something to replace face wipes, because again, this is something that I learned this year are really bad for your skin. So many of them, even the natural ones, are just full of chemicals, and they're really harsh and strip away way more than just your makeup on an evening. So if you want to upgrade your beauty routine a little bit, you can get your hands on a muslin cloth. It kind of looks like this. It's very much like cheesecloth, and I use this to wipe off my face, and then I can simply throw them into the washing machine and they're good to go again. So if you want to, again, eliminate purchasing something else, like face wipes are a weekly purchase for me in my groceries, then I can now replace it with these and know that, again, I'm not just throwing things in the bin constantly when I could just be using a recyclable, reusable item. Now, the next tip I have for you is also a little bit of another self-care and beauty item, and that is to get a natural sea sponge kind of loofah. So I know a lot of people, when you're exfoliating to fake tan, or just for your skin benefits and everything as well, you're probably using one of those mitts, and a lot of those are made from non-biodegradable fibers again, whereas instead you could be using a natural product like this to do your exfoliation instead. So I would definitely recommend trying to find one of these from a little eco homewares store. Another easy tip to incorporate, if you're willing to give it up, is to use bar soap instead of those expensive single-use plastic body washes. Now, I used to use bar soap all the time, then I kind of really got into using body wash again because it's just so convenient. But the thing is, sometimes ecologically friendly changes are not the most convenient options. But I will say you can get some beautiful smelling luxury products like this. This one is made with Australian botanicals. It's coconut and lime oil, and it says it's pure plant oil. So yeah, I just think this is a really sustainable option. You can get soap savers as well so that you can place it in a dish and it won't go all yucky. And yeah, I really just think if you are happy to use this as a soap option, then do that moving forward once you've finished your other product up. Now, the next item I want to show you is my favorite brand of natural deodorant, and that is this one. So this is not only good for the environment, but it's also good for you. So this is cruelty-free, palm oil-free, and vegan. It's also in biodegradable, compostable packaging. It makes the most satisfying popping noise when you open it, and it smells incredible. So this one is lemongrass and basil. There are definitely a lot of other options in this brand as well, but there's so many beautiful natural deodorants out there. I just prefer one that is a stick instead of a hard crystal or a putty option, which is a little bit annoying and messy because you're dipping your finger into a pot. So this one is aluminium free, plastic free, and bicarb free. So if you've ever tried a natural deodorant before and felt really red or irritated in your underarms, that was definitely the bicarb, and that is an ingredient in a lot of the putties. So if you want to avoid having that problem, then get your hands on one of these. An easy way to slowly integrate natural deodorant into your routine as well is just use this on maybe the days when you're going to be at home, or if you're not doing too much physical activity, because it does take your body a little while to detox. So you might feel like you still kind of smell, or you have to put it on a few times in the day. And that is honestly just your body getting used to the natural deodorant. But for me, if I were to be going out to something like an all-day event, or maybe like, I don't know, a New Year's Eve party, then I would probably wear normal roll-on deodorant, but this is my go-to every single day. The next item I want to show you, and this is a really easy sub out for many of my female followers, and that is bamboo cotton buds. So you might use these as ear cleaners or makeup removers, but basically these little cotton buds are with bamboo and a natural cotton fiber. And I have so many of these in my cupboard that are plastic ones. So what I'm going to do is use those up, and then I will only purchase these ones moving forward. So that's something else that's really important to mention in this as well. It's not about just going out and buying a whole bunch of stuff and being like, oh my God, my house is so eco-friendly. Like, use up the things that you have, don't throw them away, and don't feel bad that you had them in the first place. Just use those items, finish them, and then move on to purchasing some sustainable alternatives instead. Now, the next thing I want to show you is also a bamboo item. So I feel like if we turned this into some kind of drinking game where you had to take a shot every time I say the word bamboo, we'd all be completely wasted by the end of it. So don't do that, but do get yourself a bamboo toothbrush. Now, I absolutely love this one. You just have to make sure that you find one that is bamboo, but also has biodegradable bristles. And this is just as good as any other toothbrush. In fact, I actually love this one because it has a really chubby little handle, so it's very comfortable to hold. And that is just such a cheap and simple upgrade you can make the next time you need to get a new toothbrush, to look for a bamboo one instead. I think this set me back about $4, which is no different than the price of a plastic toothbrush. Now, another great eco alternative in terms of your oral care are these little glass bottles, which are reusable and refillable, and that is with tooth floss. So I actually love this packaging. I think this is so cute. It just looks like something that would have been around in old-fashioned kind of days or something. And yeah, I love this because not only is the packaging super cute and really convenient to take if you're traveling, but it's also better for the environment than buying those little plastic containers that have tooth floss in it instead. Another amazing little oral care eco option are these mouthwash tablets. So I hadn't seen these before, but I found them on a blog and I just bought these off Etsy. So I will leave the link in my blog on the website below. But these mouthwash tablets are a natural mouth and breath freshener, and there is 180 in this tiny little glass bottle, which is just epic. So all you do is throw it into 20 mils of water and you have your mouthwash. So instead of, again, having to constantly go out and buy plastic bottles of mouthwash, you can just use these, and this will last you so long. Like 180 tablets is a couple of months worth of mouthwash. And as an added bonus, so many of these items look super cute in your bathroom, so you don't even have to hide them away in the cupboard. You can leave them out as a little display. The last little item I have that's a really great sub out for your oral care is this tooth powder. So I use this one. It's called Smile Dust. It's a natural product, and basically it's just like a charcoal teeth whitening powder, but it's also good for, it says cleaner teeth and a healthier, whiter smile, and also detoxification of your gums. So this is a really great healthy alternative, and all you have to do is wet your toothbrush and dip it into the powder. This stuff lasts for ages. It's the same kind of thing with the mouthwash tablets. Like, it just doesn't ever seem to run out. So it's really great value and something, again, that you can easily swap your toothpaste for. Now, the last thing that I want to show you guys is just a really simple household item, and that is my bamboo broom. And I've used this, and I purchased this instead of getting a plastic broom when I first moved into my apartment. So I really love this. It looks so cute and aesthetic. Again, it's so many of these bamboo items you just don't have to hide away. So they kind of end up becoming a little piece of decor for your home as well. And again, it's just a great and easy alternative to buying a regular broom. So I'm always looking for new ways to be more eco-friendly. So if you have any of your own tips, please do leave them in the comments down below. I'd love to hear from you guys for different ways that you are being more eco-friendly. Now, bear in mind that I do live in a small apartment building, so I didn't go into any of the other tips like composting and other things that you might be able to do if you live in a bigger space and maybe have a yard. Something important to mention is these are just things that I slowly drip fed and integrated into my life. I didn't just instantly have a giant overhaul. They're just things that I've learned about or found out over time and thought that I'd like to try and incorporate into my lifestyle. So none of us are perfect. I think that we can all have a little bit of room for improvement, but if you're able to just integrate one or two of these things that I've shown here today, then all of us will collectively be making a difference. So that's it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to follow all of the videos that I'll be uploading, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.